Hi everyone, I'm Spiro for Newsbud.com. I'd like to start out today by thanking everyone who helped make Newsbud's Phase 2 Kickstarter campaign a success. Newsbud is 100% people funded and we rely on your support. So on behalf of the Newsbud team, thank you for that support. Now today we're going to take a look at Newsbud's daily picks. The daily picks are hand-selected each and every day by Newsbud, and you can find them on our website. Now, President Barack Obama may be down to his last 49 days of his presidency, but he is still hard at work, not serving the interest of the people. Instead, he is expanding U.S. war powers. In our first story, in the name of fighting the war on terror, Obama just approved a proposal to give JSOC, which is the Pentagon's Joint Special Operations Command, the authority to operate independently outside Regional Command and report directly to SOCOM, the Special Operations Command in the Pentagon. So what does that mean exactly? Well, the scope of this new agency, called the Counter External Operations Task Force, or XOPS, will not only allow special forces to operate in active war zones like Syria, Iraq, Afghanistan, as they already do. Now special forces will be able to carry out missions in any country or city anywhere in the world. The CIA will also be a part of this new multi-agency task force that will have the authority to carry out assassinations of whomever they deem a terrorist anywhere in the world. But don't worry and don't forget, President Obama is the guy who got Osama bin Laden, right? So everything is A-okay. Now, in our second story, the Boston Police Department is looking to expand its social media surveillance capabilities. The department is looking to shell out $1.4 million of taxpayer money on software that's already being used by other police departments around the country, like Chicago, for example, to search blogs, websites, chat rooms, social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, providing law enforcement with the location of where this content is being posted or uploaded. While civil liberties groups are saying that this is a worrisome risk to free speech and privacy, the Boston Police stated that this new software would be used in accordance with the law and would be used to combat terrorism in the Boston region. Now, the Boston Police Department is expected to select a vendor for this contract by December 5th, and of course it's for your own good, never mind your privacy. Now, in our third story, let's take a look at what's being called the broadest expansion of extraterritorial surveillance power since the FBI's inception. As of today, December 1st, the FBI will now be able to hack your phone, your computer, your device, anywhere in the world. A change to Rule 41 allows a judge to issue a warrant for searches and seizures, including remote searches of computers, even if a suspect is outside the jurisdiction of the agency. So if the suspect is overseas, the FBI wants access to his computer, just gets a warrant from the judge, bam, they remotely access your device. Now, in the verbiage of Rule 41, it clearly states that the amendment does not address constitutional questions, such as the specificity of description that the Fourth Amendment may require in a warrant for remotely searching electronic storage media or seizing or copying electronically stored information, leaving the application of this and other constitutional standards to ongoing case law development. So right there, they admit that they are ignoring the Fourth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, which states the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. So they have to very specifically itemize a list of things to search for and where in their warrant. And of course, this is justified to fight the war on terror and to combat child porn. Now, it's kind of ironic, to say the least, when you take a look at who actually runs the child porn sites and who actually manufactures the terror threats. And now for our fourth story from Newsbud's Daily Picks. The U.S. House of Representatives has passed an intelligence authorization bill containing a provision aimed at what Washington claims is political interference by Russia on a global level. House Resolution 6393 was passed yesterday and calls for setting up new interagency panel to combat Russia's alleged covert attempts to influence people and governments around the world, as in Russian propaganda. Now, where have we heard this before? Oh yeah, that's right, the list of fake news sites that promote Russian propaganda. Now, will these news sites be affected by the outcome or the passage of this bill? Now, only time will tell, but it seems like a coincidence, to say the least, if you believe in coincidences. Now, the Senate is expected to vote on this bill before the end of the year, which I will remind you is only a few weeks away. Now, the EU has recently passed a similar resolution just last week, calling for the EU to respond to information warfare by Russia. Now, isn't it amazing what governments can get away with domestically when the people are presented with a perceived threat from the outside? Everything all of a sudden is justifiable, and all of your rights and liberties go out the window. Well, that's it for this edition. Thank you for joining me today. And remember, Newsbud is supported by you, the people. Now, be sure to join the Newsbud community. Coming up, we will be providing exclusive content only available for members of the Newsbud community. I will leave links below. I'm Spiro, reporting for Newsbud.